the building. Round of applause for the gang.
Gang.
Yo,
Back.
we back, man. It's fucking it's Beyond the Mic live. It's your boy Jay all day.
It's your boy Dallas President.
Episode 10. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Made it, man.
Yo, we made it. It was a long
Goal was
weekend.
3. We had 10.
Yo, we made that's what you told me. You said, yo, let's just give me 3 episodes, bro. And then here we are. No, but the story is even funnier because we was like, yo, just give me 3 episodes. And I missed the second one.
You definitely missed the second one. But we still did episode, though.
No, because one monkey does not stop a show, sir.
That's a fact.
But no, it's so funny. And then now here we go. Episode 10. We're we're 2 hands old. We've made it to the 2-digit mark.
You know what I'm saying?
So now the work is for the century mark, right?
100. Let's get to 20.
20.
Let's get to
20.
20.
Let's set
short-
small goals.
This is what I was just about to say. I tell the team all the time. Set
Small goals and conquer.
short-term attainable goal. You know what I'm saying? Things that you can accomplish
Yeah.
in a day.
Easily attainable goals so that you don't lose your spirit.
You set the bar too high, then you let yourself down if you don't make it.
I've done this many times in my life. I'm sure you have too.
I have indeed. But how was your weekend, man?
Man, it was first of all, I was worried about the episode 9, and when I left here on Friday, I was like, oh man, that episode is gonna bomb. Like, there's no way that they heard us. And yo, shout out to Road, because these mics is serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
we literally had an event. It was our first Friday event. I don't know if you guys know, but we host a first Friday event every first Friday of the month here.
Yep.
And it was a legit event going on at the same time as we're filming. And for us as the people making the product, I'm in my mind, I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. And he's like, yes, it is. And I'm like, I'm telling you, bro, like, how is it possible? And he's like, I'm telling you. I hate when he's right, but he was right, bro. Because I was so worried about I was like, and then you wasn't in a rush. I didn't, you didn't edit it up all quickish. I'm like, yeah, I was right.
I didn't post it, but y'all see that. So
But we had long freaking weekends, and so we did that, and that episode was great. We got a lot of crowd participation. That was dope. And then, man, it was the never ending weekend, bro. Saturday and Sunday was just, I was on the field with the kids all day. I hit you on Sunday morning, like, yo, if we play like we did yesterday, we're gonna be up out of here early. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll holler at you when I get back. And then I was like, but with my luck, we're gonna end up in the championship game. And I told him, I said, yo, I hit him at like 6-7. I'm like, yo, we playing for the championship. It just, yeah, man, spoke it into existence. And yo, shout out my little 8-year-old ballers. They had a rough weekend, but they still ended up going home with a trophy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the girls.
Shout out to the girls,
And then you was a busy man yourself.
I'm sitting here trying to remember what I did this weekend.
Wow, that tells you it was a long weekend.
No.
It could mean it was a long weekend, or it was like a super fun weekend.
I remember. So,
I
yeah,
remember.
Friday was the house party.
Yeah, we
you know
did
what I'm saying? That joint was all right. We did the live show.
Yep.
We've come a long way with house parties. Just the ability to sit here and do the show and not be
Yeah.
in the mix like we usually are was a good feeling. But yeah, there was that. It was a good night. And then Saturday, what happened Saturday? Me and Kira, we were
Yeah, you
for
said
the,
you were pulling the trailer out on Saturday, is what you told me. Yeah, me too. The cough. Yeah, the cough. It's contagious. Yeah,
Hold
so
on.
how did
Matter of fact, we got
we need a mic?
got
We
Shakira.
need a
Yeah, shout out to
Shakira. She over here being studious. She makes me so proud. But yeah, you guys pulled out the trailer, and how did that go, bro? Or are we waiting for the report from Shakira, as she's holding her like studious books and
Yeah, she over there.
study
flirting.
supplies
Other
and
girls
stuff?
too.
She probably don't want us to put the camera on her, I don't think, right? You don't want no camera on you. We don't gotta set
Oh,
up.
no,
I ain't getting up to turn it, so she's good.
Yo, you funny as shit.
So yeah, like Saturday we set up for what was it? It was like the autumn
The fall jubilee from
fall
Manassas.
jubilee.
The
y'all.
Jubilee. Security.
So nice, and we had like a lot of things set up to sell and everything. So yeah, people were coming by, and we also had like some school supplies to give out, which was awesome. It's awesome. It's always awesome to give back. But yeah, so that was Saturday.
Yeah, we were cooped up in the trailer for
Cooped
hours.
up in the
But
trailer.
you guys
Yeah.
got like ventilation and stuff popping in there. That's a snazzy little trailer. I had
Nah,
the
that shit was,
pleasure of working on.
it was actually comfortable, man. We was enjoying hanging out there.
We should
Y'all
at
did
some
y'all
point for
thing
sure we
on
should
that
put up the
trailer.
renovation video. I know you got like we could do like a cool little time lapse with all the footage we got, right?
For what?
For the renovation of the trailer,
Mm.
the mobile
Haven Arts
Haven
Express.
Express.
Yeah, I should definitely come check it out, man. It's a dope little
Yeah, it sits right in our lot.
art trailer that me and Jay put a lot of work
Yo,
into.
it was crazy. Like,
And it
and the
lights
funny
up.
shit is the way that my nigga sold me on the project though. He was like, "Yo, bro, we gonna do that shit done quick. It's gonna be, we'll be ready for the Juneteenth joint. It's gonna be great." Then it's
It
like,
was ready.
no, but
It
it was
definitely.
like a couple days. It was a couple days before it's supposed to be ready. We're like, "Fuck it, bro. We going to 7-Eleven. Let's go get the
That's only
Migos."
because life happened though, not because we couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
for sure. But it was a long project, and then just to look at it when we pull into the lot, like it brings me a lot of pride. You know what I'm saying? Because like we worked our asses off on that shit. You the
Nah,
motherfucking spray foam king. Pause.
nah, that shit is still dry on the inside, man.
Yo, not a
Shit.
drop. Yo, and if done
Still
poured
got
on
my
that shit.
contractor's license.
Yo, look for us on Angie's list.
Facts. Just ignore the reviews. They
Yeah,
don't know
you
what
know,
they talking about.
that shit. That's all hater talk. Don't let that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Good publicity. Bad publicity is all good publicity.
But yeah, nah, it was definitely a good weekend, man. Sunday, Sunday, I just relaxed. You know, the Steelers played last night. You know, shout out to my Steelers, even though they let me down yesterday to the Cowgirls.
Long freaking delay on that game too. It was
Yeah,
raining like
yeah. I actually had family
crazy.
at that joint, and he was like, it was raining like a damn hurricane out there.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
looked at some of the video and I was like, yo, how the hell did they pull this off? And like the sportscaster lady was on the field and she was like, look, I'm dry. The grass is a little bit wet, but I'm pretty much dry. There's no pools of water. And I'm like, they show waters looking like waterfalls going down the
Going down
stairs.
the steps, yeah, I saw
I'm like,
that.
what the hell? How did they? But they did it. You know what I'm saying? They did it. And yeah, I mean, I
We
know
lost
that
though.
I know on the first kickoff, Dallas scored within like 2.5 minutes. They put up 3 points, and then right after that, your boys came and they put up their 3 points, and then I was dead on my feet, so I fell the fuck asleep.
That nigga Prescott was throwing mad interceptions, and shit, fumbling and all type shit. We
Hmm.
still lost. We lost in like the last 30 seconds, too. Like it won't even like we got blown out. It was like a field goal or some shit, a touchdown at the end. We
Speaking
won't even
from
get
like
that
a
shit.
coach standpoint, it just sucks when when your team beats themselves. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like if they
Nah, they
couldn't
definitely left a nigga
capitalize
wide
on
open at the end.
yeah, like if they couldn't capitalize off of the dude that having that bad day, you know what I'm
Yeah, it was just meant for us to lose, man.
saying? Yeah.
The rain was a bad omen, but that's a Steelers kind of game.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Rain,
gonna say
snow, cold,
yeah,
like
they
that's
would
our
all
shit.
that. They
But
would all that, yeah.
Perseverance.
It's funny, one of my little players on my team, she rocked the number 36. We call her baby boss.
thank you, Jordan. Appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, we got a baby boss on our team.
But they was telling me my mic wasn't as good as yours.
Cause I told you my
Oh.
shit sound like butter on a biscuit. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
yeah,
it's
man.
because when you turn this way, I kind of
I
lose
know,
my.
but I know, man.
We'll
Trying
get
to
it.
be, you
We'll
know what I'm
get it.
saying?
That's what. Yeah, it's
No, we
cool.
good though. We good though. It sound good. I can hear it.
Bro, I see you right here. We good.
We straight. But yeah, man. So let's take a quick little break. Well, actually, before we do the break, so today we're not really
Oh yeah, we're gonna let them know what our plan is for today, right?
right. Yeah. So like we didn't really write an episode today. You know, as you can hear, we had a pretty busy weekend, but we do see episode 10 as a milestone. And we just thought today would be a good day to kind of reset. You know what I mean? Now that we got a few more viewers, I wouldn't say a lot by any means, but we want to kind of reset and
Is that
take
my
it.
opportunity to remind them? Make sure you guys are following us on all the platforms, man. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, go to YouTube and hit the like and subscribe button. If you want to keep, if you want to keep track of what we're doing here and you want to be a part of what we're doing here and comment in the comment section and all that, you got to do those three things. And
Right.
so, and I wouldn't say we didn't uh we just felt like episode 10 we should give them a little bit more of like who we are and what our journey's been. So I don't
Right.
want you guys to think at all that we're just kind of like phoning it in for you tonight. That's not the case at all. We just thought that episode 10 is a milestone, like my brother said, and we should give you a little bit, a different type of show. And
Yeah, I just think it's a good opportunity to kind of like let the folks know kind of how we got to this point. You know, like where are we taking them beyond the mic from? You know what I mean?
facts.
Like what do we mean when we say that? And kind of how we got started and how we got here. So I think this would be a perfect time to kind of go over that for those who don't know.
Yeah.
But we will get into that after a short break.
because we've mastered that. We're great at breaks. We're really good at breaks.
We are
But
really
do
good at breaks.
do we have a little? We got an event coming up here. The the
We do
Halloween
the
joint coming
Halloween
up.
party. Yeah, for
Maybe
sure.
maybe we should run that promo for them before we go into the break.
All right, yeah, we could do that.
You know what I'm saying? Just to show you that we're not here dilly dallying and fiddle faddling. This is a professional ship we run here.
Hello.
All right, so go ahead and check out this. It's really just a flyer of our Halloween event coming up in a few weeks. But yeah, check that out.
Yep.
And we're gonna go into a break, and then we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. It's your boy Jay all day, no days off.
It's your boy Dallas President.
It's Beyond the Mic Live. Stay tuned.
Be right back.
Yo,
We back. We back. It's Beyond the Mic Live. It's your boy Jay all day, no days off.
It's your boy Dallas President. What's good? What's good?
And we got little sis Shakira in the cut over here being super studious.
Hey guys.
So yeah, man, we back. Like we were saying, man, we trying to, give you a look into, what influenced us and what made us even decide, to do this show and how we even linked and what, I guess we're gonna give them an inside look at what makes this machine run. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
I don't get a round of applause or not. I hate it here.
Check. Okay.
So yeah, we here. The consummate professionals in the building. So yeah, man. What do you want to do, man? You want me to just start?
I mean, yeah, we can start with you, eldest first. You know what I'm saying?
I hate it.
Eldest first. You know.
I feel like you thought this out too.
Nah, I haven't. I mean, I did think of doing this show just because I feel like the first few episodes, fell on deaf ears. Just because, we ain't really have. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get this mic right.
It's because they not hip yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so we're gonna get them hip right now.
Consistency is the key.
That's the point of right now. Get them hip. There we go.
We're
There
trying to
you
get
see
them hip. Then you pause. Yeah,
you can just hear the difference.
Yeah, it sounds much better.
But yeah, and shout out to our live audience.
So shout out to everybody on the check-in. We appreciate you. Without you, there'd be no us. You know what I'm saying? You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. You know what I'm saying? We thank you for that.
But yeah, so yeah, man. So let's I guess tell the people how you I guess we'll get into how we met later in the story, but like how did you get into entertainment, music, arts? Like
I mean, this shit is gonna sound like I might sound a little cliche or whatever, but I know you guys can tell I'm not as young as a lot of the people around me. So yeah, I mean, I was born in the South Bronx, and I was there. Like I grew up right down the block from where hip hop was born. So like, there was a lot of shit going on the corner and stuff. So I was influenced by like just hearing dudes battling on the corner and shit like that. And
right.
I'm talking. This is obviously I'm not young, so this is like the '80s and the '90s, like when hip hop is like actually being born, and like people are still doing graffiti, people are still breakdancing. It's all happening. It's like it's being born. I don't realize it at the time, right? Like I don't realize that I'm about to like grow up at the same time that hip hop grows up. But I was influenced by just it happening all around me. Like I seen all the forms of it happening. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got influenced. And then I was really young, bro. I was in a rap group when I was young. Shout out to TBB. We was the Buddha Brats. Imagine how young, I was doing it. If
the Buddha Brats.
They were called the Buddha Brats, bro.
What did that stand for?
Remember, back in the day, we used to call we Buddha. So we smoked Buddha, and we was the Buddha brats. You know what I'm saying? Smoke Philly blunts.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we were the Buddha brats, bro. And so, yo, shout out to the Buddha, the Buddha brats. That's so crazy. It's such a fucking
So,
funny name.
yeah, we had a rap group too. I'll get into that when it's my turn. But
So yeah, I mean, I was just, I was immersed in it at an early time, man. And then, I did a lot of battling and shit like that. I had I had opportunities to battle in like strip clubs when I was like 14, 15. You know what I'm saying? I was like young as shit, you know what I'm saying?
they laughing at the Buddha brats in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I would be laughing at it too. It's corny as fuck, but again, I was dumb young, you know what I'm saying? And I used to like so back in the day in like in the hood, you were either known cuz you had a good knuckle game, or like you could rap, or like whatever, you know what I'm saying? You was a hustler, that's how you got your fame, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and like I was all of the above, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on the block getting money at a young age, and I'm out there battling niggas. So people are coming from, different projects and shit to come battle me on my corner, and I'm holding it down. And then, also knuckle game, we fighting it out. And, some people I fought ended up being some of my closest friends. It's not the same as it was during that time. But like, so I had, a reputation for like killing it in the lunchroom and, shit like that. And then, it progressed. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't always recording and shit, but I
Somebody
just
said
been a part
Jay's
of my life.
lived 10 lives.
I have. I mean, I got a lot of insight. That's why I try to give sound advice to the younger folk when I talk to them, because I've seen and been through a lot. And I put people through a lot too. But so yeah, so I made music for a long time, and then I came out here like pursuing music, and I signed with I was signed with like an independent label when I first touched down in the DMV, and that was in like 2001. And so, I was still chasing the music thing with my bro Giovanni Grand. Shout out my brother Giovanni Grand's, That Splash Studios, That Splash Magazine. Like, that's my bro. So then, we came out here and we built a company called Team Official, AFF. And affiliated. It started out as affiliated, then it turned into Team Official. Then, so we built up our own thing. This is like in the beginning when, the streaming and all this hadn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So we you had to get on mixtape era and stuff. So we put this company together, and we in like a year's time ended up on like 5,000 different mixtapes. And
Yeah.
so we that was how I did the music thing out here. And then it just it got to a point where I was just you have to make a decision at a certain age in your life, I feel, you know what I'm saying? And so I was in a position where I was like, I'm not really making any money doing this music shit for real. Like, I look like a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the bands, I got all that, right? But I'm not making a dollar off of rapping. So then I'm like, y'all could either, continue doing this music thing that is really just kind of like, yeah, it's a passion project, I guess, or whatever. Or I could keep, I could fully immerse myself in this hustle, or how I'm working. And so that's what I did. I decided I don't want to make no music no more. And then but I listened to music, and then like hip hop died for a long time. Like I didn't I even feel like I don't understand a lot of this shit now. So like, but I understand dope, and I know what sounds good and shit, and I got a good ear, and I've been around a lot of people that, they've done a lot of things in the industry. And so that's my connection to music in general. And then, here we got the safe space for creatives here, bro. So, we built that studio, and, I go in and
Yeah, shout out to us.
shout out to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I give us our flowers, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Facts.
hang out in the studio and chill, and you know, sit around with you and talk hip hop, and you know what I mean? That's pretty much how, and visually, like art and all of the shit. I always loved visual like stimulation, pause. So, this is just it just is like a great place. So this is how I ended up here, you know what I'm saying, fucking with you niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Word, that's what's up.
Give it up. Give it up.
And
And
look, I
if
just
y'all
tried
know,
to hit your lighter like it was my vape. We
that's
got
how
that
you
on
know we
camera. I'm
got a
like
problem.
this. I said,
Tell us you have a problem without telling us.
yeah,
You
bro,
have a problem.
I got a problem.
But nah, that's what's up though, man. Like, and if you know, like they said in the comments, you've lived 10, 20
Oh,
lives.
bro. There's been so many different versions of me.
So as we go on with the show, I'm sure the people will hear a lot more details about
Yeah,
you got one thing you got is stories, nigga. Like
yeah, I mean, some of them, some stories I can't share with everyone, but yeah, there's stories. There's definitely I've seen a lot, man. I've been outside since I was 13 years old. Like,
his hip hop stories are crazy too. We're
yeah,
gonna
like
keep it in the hip hop pocket.
yeah,
Just
for sure. Like I've been around a lot of cool shit, man. Like, so yeah, I mean, I look forward to telling some of them stories, man. I got to see and do a lot of musical shit with my bro Giolani, man. We just that's my bro. So we worked together for like that's my friend for like over 25 years. Like that's my bro. So like we done a lot
Right.
musically together, and I got to meet a lot of people, through his grind. Like this nigga don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still doing this thing. He got his studio. He's still, you know what I'm saying? Like this is his life. He loves it. You know what I'm saying? And he's the reason I even ended up out here. So like, shout out to my bro Gio. You know what I'm saying? Because I literally moved out here with just the clothes on my back. You know what I'm saying? I came out here with
Right.
nothing but one outfit and maybe like $100 in my pocket, and then I've been here for more than half my life. You know what I'm saying?
no, that's what's up, man. But yeah, for me,
Well, first of all, I gotta ask this question.
oh
I
shit,
think I think a lot of the people have this question too. Where does the name Dallas for President come from?
where does his name does it? So I can tell you how I got the name. I can't really tell you how the person came up with it, if that makes sense. So the name came from my brother Quest. Um
He got bars.
he well let's go back to the beginning, then we'll get to how the name came
All
about.
right.
But when I started, I mean I grew up like working with music. Like and we talked about this a little
Mm-hmm.
bit with my with Aries last week.
Yo,
My
shout out
mom's
to
dude.
Aries of Street Army. That's a cool dude right there, man.
Yes, sir. But my uncle Mac, G Mac, shout out to Mac. He was a big part of my musical influence in that he was a producer. And before he became a producer, he was just always the one that was into the music shit. Like he had Napster, you
Yeah,
know
he
what I'm
was.
saying?
He
Like
had,
he
he
was
knew all the
downloading.
newest joints and shit.
So and then he was the first person I ever seen use like Fruity Loops and shit. And then
Shout out to Fruity Loop.
I have another one of my brothers, Dez, who growing up, like me and him grew up like freaking frack, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like and
Sandbox shit.
like from the womb, like from the womb. Like our parents was pregnant at the same time type shit.
Got it.
But but anyway, me and him both grew up like in choir and fucking like the step team and shit
Yeah.
in school, Brooklyn Public
Yeah,
City.
performing and shit.
Brooklyn Public Schools. You know what I'm saying? Like so we had like a step team and shit, and then we had like a choir director who was like really big on like making sure that all the kids had like some type of connection to music. Shout out to Miss Deborah Kennedy. You know what I'm saying?
Give a round of
PS
applause for Miss
399.
Deborah.
Shout out to Miss Deborah. Mm.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we got to start in the music, and then plus, in the household, like my mom and his mom, like his mom was a house singer,
Got you.
and so she would sing around the house.
I was gonna say, no, I was gonna say people might get confused, think she was singing like house music or something like that. She was singing in the crib. I got you.
No, she was singing house music. Like
She was making house
she was
music
a
too?
house, yeah, she was a
Oh,
house.
okay, so
singer,
then
yeah,
I
like,
got it right the first
no,
time.
yeah. So she was
I got
actually, but both are true.
Both, yeah,
two
both,
things can be
both,
true
yeah.
at once, right?
Yeah.
But so like she was a house singer, so like there was always music, whether it would be at my crib or my mom. My mom, nobody in my family was really musical, for real, for real.
Yeah,
Like
like
nobody.
like nobody's like musically
But
inclined.
but I did have a cousin who was an audiophile, and like those
That's the
people
one you told me that I have a
in
good
Jersey,
conversation with.
you gotta check his shit. But so I grew up listening to a lot of like high fidelity, like live playback of like old like Marvin Gaye, Michael
Yeah,
Jackson,
like
like shit.
what those are called like bootlegs or something like when they like concert when they
It
record
was
like
like yeah, it
concerts
was
and
like
stuff
oh
like
like
that.
exactly like live performance type
Yeah.
shit, but heard in a way that was like crazy, like you've never heard music.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing with audiophiles.
Yeah.
They're big into like high fidelity sound.
Yeah,
And
that
shit.
they love their
Fucking
speakers and their
100,000
tweakers.
speakers,
Yeah,
like $40,000 amplifiers. But anyway, so that was kind of how I got into music. As far as making music, that that's just so much like coming from New
we
York,
New
coming
York
from
niggas, it's
Brooklyn.
not blood. Yeah,
You kind of gotta rap at
it's a
some point.
prerequisite.
Um, But with the aid of my uncle, seeing him be so deep into the music, that's kind of where I latched on to the recording aspect of like writing songs and like doing rap and shit like that. And then I would spend my summers down there with him, and then I would go back to Brooklyn and take what I learned or take his beats, and then I'll take him to my other homie, Dez. And then we created like a little group called Ramen Nonstop. This was in like '03. You know what I'm saying?
Similar to Buddha Brats.
Right, Ramen. Well, it was called RNS.
Oh no, that sounds.
RNS.
Yeah, we were TBB. It,
Yeah, it
it
was
sounded more
Ramen
like a gang.
Nonstop.
You know what I'm saying?
And we would just record. Like, I would pick up shit from Mac when I would go down there,
Mhm.
and then I would come back to Brooklyn, and then by then, my cousin he got his shit together. So now we meshing our shit together. Now we're making music. Um, and then we did a few mixtapes, like shit that we never even like put out. But
Yo, J Arms kept so many rappers' lights on for the whole mixtape era. I used to just wait for J Arms. Were you one of those dudes?
nah, I mean, even like to this day, like I'm the least hip nigga out here. You know that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's going on. Like it was the same thing back then. Kind of like blinders. We kind of just focused on what we were doing.
Tunnel vision.
But yeah, so we never really put music out. But then, long story long, I moved out of Brooklyn, moved to VA, and I met my bro Quest when the first like probably like the first day of school. Like he had just moved to Alexandria from Maryland, and I had just moved from Brooklyn. So we
Yeah.
were both like the
Like
outsiders.
transplants.
Right. And in Alexandria, if anybody know, like it's only like one public high school. Like so everybody went to middle school together, everybody went to elementary together, and then they all ended up in
That's
high school together.
what, is that the remember the Titans joint, right? That's what.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
TC.
TC Williams.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So yeah, when we met, it was like everybody knew each other but us. So we kind of ended up, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
just
like
becoming bros from
yeah,
like day one.
gravitating because
And
they were
then
the outsiders.
but he was a wild dude. Like he was like a middle kid of like 10 brothers and sisters. So like he was a wild boy.
He,
Like he was like he just acted out. Like
in the hood, they be like that nigga worse him.
yo, that nigga was crazy. Like he was always in trouble. Like he was always just on one. But the one thing that stood out was he was big into music. And I think we was on the bus one day and I had just got a mini disc player for Christmas. And
All right.
niggas was like, yo, what is that? Like it was like alien technology at this time, bro. And
It's like having an iPhone.
he was on that shit, and I was letting him hear the beats and all the music we had, and then like from that day forward, we locked in,
Yeah.
and then he would start coming to my crib. That's when I realized how good he was at making music. You know what I mean? And then it really, and I don't know if I ever told him this, but it really kind of made me back down from making music because I was like, yo, his passion was just, it was crazy in terms of like what I saw music as or what my intentions were with it. I'm just like, yo, I almost feel like I'm making a mockery of this shit when I see how locked in you are, how you know what I mean, how much of a craft and an art that you consider this shit, and I just didn't feel it that same way. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't look at it through the same lens
Right.
that you felt.
So that's when it was like at that point that I decided to kind of put all my shit behind him.
Pause. Yeah, yeah.
But
It's warranted.
but so yeah, we started this kind of Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince kind of vibe where I was kind of mentoring him on the shit that I knew from production and like recording that I learned, my own experience. And we're both young at this time. We're talking like 14, 15, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
both still learning.
Right. So I would pour into him, my knowledge, and then he would just rap and make dope music, you know what I mean? And that's when I started managing,
Yeah.
Him.
Working. Got
When
it.
I say managing in quotes at this point, because it was
You're
for lack
14,
of a
15
better
years
word,
old. You say like
for lack of a better word. Well, we were very serious about it. Like even out the gate, like I understood the
no, but like how serious of a manager can you be at like 14 or 15, right?
Well,
you still
well,
got to learn, right? You still.
But what I'll say is we still moved in a way where it was like we could
professional.
we could look the part.
Yeah.
Like he had an EPK, he had a press kit.
Yeah,
like
so you could go shop them to
you know what I'm
labels.
saying? Like
we're ready to move.
we had shit that they would have.
So at a young age, my nigga was on this business shit.
Right.
That's the point I'm just trying to like,
So then he did a mixtape, and one of the songs on the mixtapes was called Dallas for President.
All right.
And I wasn't a part of making the song at all. Like he just played it one day.
All right.
And I was always into politics, even at a young age. Then I don't know if that played into why he did that, but or if that's just how he,
Nah, he peep you and
saw
see
me.
how you work a room.
Right,
That's
right.
that's only the way I
And
can
he's
think of it.
always
Like,
from that point forward, he was always like
yo, this
the
nigga move like a politician. You know what I'm
biggest
saying?
supporter, right?
All right, so
So one day I'll play the song Dallas President. I'll pull it up. It's
that's
funny
pretty.
as hell.
I
But
just, I mean, I know the other part of the name. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
right, and then Dallas obviously is my last name. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But but then moving on from there, you know what I mean? Like I went off to college and
What school you go to?
ODU,
ODU.
ODU. So I went off to college, man, and then he stayed on the track of like wanting to be
An artist.
a rapper or whatever.
Now you've played some of the stuff for me. He's dope, bro.
Nah,
He's
nah,
really a
fuck with
talented
fire,
dude,
man.
man. Shout out to the homie Quest.
But yeah, he opportunities ended up coming up, and then we went on the road. He had the opportunity to go on the road and tour with Asher Roth. And
Shout out Asher. I just seen him working on his golf swing on TikTok.
that nigga Asher's dope, man. He's one thing I'll say about Asher. He's not a list, in the A-list rapper in the
Yeah.
industry, but he built his own
Lane.
crowd in his own lane.
Yeah,
So
like a
like he
cult
could come
following.
out at on any Saturday somewhere, anywhere in America, and fill
And
a
it's gonna
room
pop.
with at least 200 people, 2,000 people, which in this day and age you can make do off
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
100%.
So Quest
That's why
got in,
labels want you to sign a 360 so they could get some of that too.
right. So Quest ended up getting getting a call to go to the Paps and Jazz tour that Asher was doing at that point, and the song that Quest had with him ended up being a title track to the whole mixtape,
That's
the
dope.
whole album, which we didn't know. We had
Just
nothing
by
to do with that.
happenstance.
He just got on the beat, and there's a story behind that, but I'm not gonna get into all that. But yeah, so we went on that tour, and that's when I first started officially road managing. You know
Got
what
you.
I mean? We did a few legs on that jump, and then
How many cities do you guys hit? Do you guys get to go visit on that
two.
tour?
It
Two.
was
Okay.
just two. It was just two.
All right.
But
But
we
again, you're
drove from
dumb young at this time too, right?
at this time. I'm 20, 21,
Yeah,
maybe something
fairly
like
young.
that. Yeah, 21, whatever I was in 2011. But yeah, that shit was dope. That opened up some more doors, man. I ended up working with this media entertainment company called Deck of Cards Entertainment,
All right.
where I was brought in as SVP. Um, that was a fun moment in time. But
Explain to the folks what SVP means.
Senior vice president.
Gang. I just,
Um,
I wanted to hear it said.
but yeah, and it was, it's not like I worked for fucking Interscope,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we was doing some dope shit. Like it was a cool spot. They had this shit about it, in terms of how it all ended. But all in all, I'm thankful for the opportunity because
You learn from
it
it. I would
definitely
assume,
helped,
right?
open some doors. But from there, man, Quest, his career has been up and down, and it's hard. You know what I'm saying? This shit is a hard game. You know what I mean?
100%.
And at
100%.
one point, I just decided to kind of,
Fall
I don't
back.
want to say hang it up, but I just fell back. Got my job at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Elon Musk.
Shout out to the Bezos.
You know what I mean? Like, been there for 8 years now as well. So I took
Gang.
that on
Oh,
top
round
of
of
all of
applause.
this shit.
Round of
You know
applause.
what I'm saying? 8 years. I said 8 years. Broadcast engineer. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I picked up all of this live streaming shit, like what we
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
right now.
that's why he's the man with the plan. You know what I'm saying? All I do is sound like butter on a biscuit. You're
So yeah, and then fast forward, one day I was just sitting in my living room and decided to start selling art. Like really, I'll just shorten that story too.
Yeah.
But
No, I remember you was telling me that you was out the crib with it, and then you was just like, man, fuck it, let me get this popping.
yeah, so I just started telling people I had a gallery even before I did, and they started
Spoke it
giving
into existence.
they started giving me their artwork. I started selling it, man, and then the rest was kind of history. It even opened up in 2020.
4 years in, about to be 5. You heard?
Right, we had to pivot from art into kind of where we're at now, and
And I
yeah.
wouldn't say we pivoted because the art is still here.
Nah, it's still
available.
mad art. It's still artists.
I feel like you evolved, and then you made it like not just art. It's all angles of creativity. So the visual, the you could listen to it, you could take pictures. It's just everything here is like I don't. Yeah, it's still very art centric in my opinion. If I'm like from the outside
No,
looking
no,
in.
no. You're right. And when I say that, I mean just how departed we are from
Yeah, from just simply being an art
Like
gallery.
right,
Yeah, it's so
right.
much. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
much more
definitely
now.
more. I like it more now because it covers more facets of the art, and then more so facets of the art that apply to me. You know, I was never really into like paintings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't draw
Um,
for shit neither, bro. I mean, I
I
used to
can't
be able to
draw.
tag. I could do graffiti type shit, but
Right, same, same.
I'm not
Um,
artsy. I'm not artsy fartsy. I'm far more fartsy than artsy.
I
a
can draw a mean square.
Oh, you sick with it.
square.
Yo, it takes a
Really
lot. It takes a lot.
square.
I don't think I've ever drawn a perfect triangle. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want to see the diagram I just drew?
Oh God.
We're gonna give you your own
Yeah.
episode for the diagram. Don't worry about it. We
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh, yes.
But yeah. So that's kind of like a brief.
A
Um,
brief biography of how we landed here.
yeah. I
Oh no,
mean,
well then, it might be time to go into how we even linked in. So I feel like we get a little break and then
yeah. We'll come back and talk
talk
about how
some
we
more
get
shit.
to.
You want to talk some more shit?
We're gonna talk
We're gonna
some
talk some more
shit.
shit. You're gonna learn about your host today. We're gonna fill you in.
You're
Pause.
It's your boy Dallas President.
It's your boy Jay all day. It's Beyond the Mic Live, and we got who we got. Come on.
it's your girl Shakira.
She looked so shy. She was like, I
We'll
was
be
gonna
right back.
lead into you. Yeah, we be right back.
Yo, we made it.
We made it. It's your boy Jay all day. No days off.
It's your boy Dallas President.
And we got little sis with us in the building. Little studious sis.
Hello, hello.
Shakira. Go get it, girl. You get it, girl. So yeah, man, we here. We like I said, we did a different episode today. We thought for the 10th episode we'd let you get a little bit more acquainted with your hosts, and I think we're doing a pretty bang up job of that. You know what I mean? And
I hope they learn a little something.
you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so then I think now we let them know how we ended up at this point, how we got here. A brief synopsis,
Here is in
like to this point, like
so like
in
to say.
like how did we end? How did we end up on these couches?
I mean,
next, you know what I'm saying?
can we say
I mean, with Kuth, as long as we
With
approach
Kuth.
it with Kuth,
with good?
yeah, you see the words I be busting out on the
I
podcast.
mean,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna
pause.
walk at the
No,
source. Pause.
He has been saying a lot of big 3-syllable
Yo, because you only
The
get
words
$3 for
actually
3 syllables.
syllables.
Yes,
Come on,
we're all about putting the
y'all.
proper emphasis on the right syllable. You know what I'm saying?
Emphasis. Talk about
Emphasis. But
But
yeah,
yes, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I'm sure most of the people, if any of my followers are watching the
Yeah,
live,
they
I
already
mean,
know, so.
everyone knows what it is, man. So I was well known for a cannabis brand that I helped, build over the last few years, and the time I spent being an activist and being an event host, and so I stumbled upon your spot. And when I walked in the door, I was like, man, I fucking love it.
allegedly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
I'm
walked in
just
the
like-
spot.
I'm
What the
fucking
fuck? Yeah, yo, listen, everything I say is in air quotes.
Allegedly.
Alleged. So yeah, I allegedly walked into this cool ass place and I was like, man,
It's a cool ass place.
I think that we could do a cool ass
Thing here.
yeah, we could do a gathering of, like-minded
Like-minded.
individuals here, you know what I'm saying? And so that's exactly what we did. And, we had a really, I would venture to say we had a really
It had to
good
be one of
day.
the best runs in this shit.
Yeah, bro, especially for being where we are, you know what I'm saying?
Not only that, like, and you could speak
Super
to this,
professional
like,
too.
professional, like it just I ain't never seen one like it. You
That's
know
what
I
she
mean?
said.
Like I ain't, I
See,
ain't
I'm
never,
not mature enough to let that
I ain't
go.
never seen one like, and that's no like tooting no horn, but like the shit we put into that to make sure it was like
No, that spot,
that it
bro.
was good.
No, bro, that spot was
Like,
crazy. And then we worked
the
very
front,
hard to
like,
keep
all, like,
everyone
shit was
safe.
crazy.
We did everything we were supposed to do. And
Shout out Poppy Eats.
yo, shout out to
You know
Lil
what I
bro.
mean? That nigga made that shit.
Yo, bro, I ate so much lamb chops and fucking
every week.
that smack and cheese and shit. You know what I'm saying?
The mac and sleeves.
No, the mac and I said smack and cheese.
Fucking
Yo,
Henny
bro,
Mumbo
the
wings.
Henny Mumbo wings is yo.
It
I'm
was
so
the lamb
tired. I'm
chop,
so tired.
and
of
it was
this
the
Hollywood
pasta. He did a pasta too.
Yo, yeah, he did Rasta pasta.
Was it Rasta
Yeah, I
pasta?
think it was Rasta pasta too.
He
Yeah.
called it something else, I think. But nah, that shit was.
No, but like this, I'm telling you, Monday night. Listen to me. Monday night was a good time to be alive for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then so that's how we linked on the business side of things. And then through no fault of your own, right? You had to relocate
Had to relocate.
because
I mean,
nothing we did. It was just landlord bullshit. Like, so
I had somebody told me that joint got like raided and shut down by the feds and all type shit.
so
Like,
crazy.
like it was wild. And like look at me dead in the eye,
And
like
never had
telling
one
me I'm
problem.
wrong. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
you're the
like
nigga
no
that owned the
nigga,
building.
that's not what happened. I'm telling you, them niggas got shut down. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, whatever. Like
But
that never happened. That was fake news for sure.
definitely fake news. So if you ever heard that anywhere,
Yeah, that was a
just
lot.
know that that's not what happened.
Professionals.
Because the way that person was confident, it had to be something that was said amongst a
Yeah.
few people.
Yeah,
to
for
even
sure.
have that much confidence. Like
But,
he was confident.
we never had a hiccup, man.
They could've
Everyone
been
always had a
the
great
whole
time,
Knock on wood.
man. Yeah, thank God. I remember when we had the gym part of it, the one that looked like
Like a basketball
my nigga.
court,
No, the stage, bro. We had the
30
long
foot
ass fucking
stage.
runway stage. I remember performing like on a karaoke night in my crowd. Like that spot was just
Fog machines,
yo, it was
200 inch screens.
man.
Like shit
We
was
had the
crazy.
whole gym done up. Like that shit was crazy. You know
I
what I'm
paid
saying?
like $600 for that basketball hoop.
Yo, shout out to us.
That shit's still in the storage though.
We made that shit pop. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And then
No, that shit was fine.
so then through no fault of his own, he ended up at this where we are now, the current location. And I think you guys have done an amazing job. I think you have done an amazing job here, and I've been a part of it for I'd venture to say at least the last year or so. Right?
Yeah, year and a half, something like that.
So you know what I mean, but
Give or take.
yeah, man, little bro, he made this place that that I love to be at. So that's how we ended up here. And then one day we're just sitting here talking about, yo, what can we do to make this place better? And the bro goes, we should do a podcast or whatever. And then I'm like, whatever. We just having a brainstorm and stuff. And then literally the next day he's like, nah, nigga, we about to do this. Just give me 3 episodes, and here we go. Episode 10. Round of applause for us.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say, the show thing was something, and that's something I left out in my in the bio or whatever you want to call it. I did do some writing for a small magazine online publication, and then we also did a lot of
Published author, ladies and gentlemen.
we also used to do a lot of interviews and shit and shows that we ran during that same time. And I did some writing on some of those episodes, so that's kind of where I first got my hands wet in this type of shit. Um, but yeah, man, I enjoy producing. Like,
Yeah, I mean
and this idea for Beyond the Mic, it was bigger than the way it kind of came up in our conversation, but our conversation was more like it needs to happen now.
No,
the
like, yeah,
idea
no,
is
we,
there,
we, we
yeah.
talked about it a couple
Right.
times, but no, like, I just remember, like, after that last meeting, you were like, yo, we're gonna do it, and then, like, literally, you were persistent with it, and you
Yeah,
just
because
gave
it
me
was
3
like it's
episodes.
now if we not.
But I was
do it
kind of
now-
guessing you did that. I was like, yeah, whatever, we do it. I didn't really think we were gonna actually, because we're always so fucking busy, bro. Like, legit, like, I'm very good at, like, being a realist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And in my mind, I'm like, yo, my nigga, we just trying to we're doing so much. Like, how can we? But whenever we fucking put our mind together on something, like, it's
We make it happen.
yeah, there's no way it's not gonna happen. So I actually enjoy doing it. Like in the beginning, I was like, fuck, because I had my own show for a while, and it was grueling, but it was more towards my business. I had to worry about my table, and it was more stressful than like fun for me. It was just kind of felt like work. But like,
Right.
but what we're doing with this, it kind of I look forward to it because it's like, man, what the fuck are we gonna talk about now? And when we work on creating the episodes together. Like before, shout out to my little bro Petey, Pepper.
Shout
Like,
out P.
I would pull up to my show, and that nigga just give me my script, boom, and then I just follow the script. You know what I'm saying? And so it was.
Right.
I didn't have a lot, but I had that didn't come for free. You know what I'm saying? So like,
And we're gonna get back to all that.
yeah.
We're gonna get back to that for sure. But baby steps, like you said yourself, this was something that we kind of, although the idea was there, it was something that we just kind of jumped into.
Yeah, we like
really.
we started out in the bodega, like literally from episode 1 to episode 10. Every single episode, it's been better production wise or visually, or like
Right.
we're really putting effort into this. This isn't just we're not just going through the motions here. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And yeah, we're gonna see. Like I said, the grand idea was to bring back a live dope show, like to the likes of like 106 and Park, TRL.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? But more focused on not local, but more up and coming artists and talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, shining the light on those folks and kind of just taking what we're doing at the Haven
And I
doing
also
it
wouldn't
more
stray away from
broad.
local either. Like we're always gonna try to show hometown support. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like
Well, what I'm saying is, I don't want to get that first
artists
big.
nationally, we're looking. Everyone can get help, but of
But
course,
you
we're
know
gonna
what'll
help out.
happen if we get a big name artist in here? It'll change.
Yeah,
It could change the
definitely.
whole trajectory
Yeah,
of the show. And
100%.
I want to keep it kind of focused on those on the come up. You know what I'm saying? Even though we I'm never gonna turn down the opportunity to have a big name artist. That's not what
Yeah,
I'm
for
saying.
sure. I mean,
But
yeah,
I just want the focus to be on those who need platforms
yeah,
like this.
who are
You know what I
working?
mean? So
Yeah,
if we can tie the two together, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be fire. Like, imagine having a A-list artist or even a C-list artist here, but then also still have an
yeah,
opportunity on that same show to highlight somebody that's coming out of the city here.
yeah. To let some of that light shine on
Shine on
an
them
up
as
and
well.
coming artist. Yeah, I'm 100%.
Exactly,
I'm with
exactly.
that.
So, and then yeah, man, and just getting the live studio audience going and just bringing that live feel. Like, everybody's doing podcasts, man. It's
For
easy
sure.
to sit here, change your shirt, and record, 3 episodes.
Yeah, most of the time I'm not even wearing pants. Yeah, I don't even know that. Pause.
But like with this, I definitely want to bring that live aspect back.
Leave
You
it
know what I
on.
mean? Give people something to look forward to. Maybe not daily, but at least every other day on some 106 and Park vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, and
ambitious, but we'll see.
you know what? And at the end of the day, we might take a day off every now and then. It just depends. It depends. Like we're the masters of our own destiny. We ain't signed to no label.
And keep in mind, like, when we take a day off, that's just a day off from here. It's never any
Yeah,
days off.
it's never
So
because
we
we
like,
tinkling off. You heard?
right. And sometimes, that personal day or whatever is necessary to keep that next day
Yeah.
going.
Or
Like,
to make the next episode better.
facts.
You know what
You
I mean?
need that fuel, and sometimes you need the rest, man. That's gonna be the difficult part when it does come into, if this becomes if we get what I want, because we got some connections, man. If we do this shit right, we can turn this shit into something that's
Yeah, for sure. We both got phone calls we can make to make shit shake.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think with this being I'll call it a special episode. I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. You know what I mean?
We're gonna wrap it up, B.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, man.
Yeah,
We're
man.
gonna be back though Wednesday. We're gonna be back to our regularly scheduled, scripted programming, semi-scripted, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, we a live show, bro. You never know what you're gonna get with us, but you're definitely gonna get a show. We promise you that.
You
Hey.
know what I'm saying? So we will definitely be back on Wednesday.
Wednesdays are our best day of the week too. I feel like, in my opinion, like Wednesdays is just
Shows
we
on
always do a killer episode on. Besides last week, because we took Wednesday off. You know what I'm saying? My birthday's been on a Wednesday one time or two in my life as well.
But yeah, it's your boy Dallas President.
It's your boy Jay all day, no days off, and we got a little sis with us.
Hey y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Chakira, chakira. And this is Beyond the Mic Live. Thank you guys for tuning in for episode 10. We'll catch you on episode 11. You heard? Make sure you're following and subscribing and doing all the good shit you're supposed to do, turning on the post notifications and all of what you're supposed to do to keep track of us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know what it is. And don't forget, we got the Halloween joint coming up this month, man. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. If you ain't in the building, you should stay home and beat yourself. You heard?
We out of here.
We out of here. It's Beyond the Mic Live.